Hi, boys and girls. It's your old pal, Jenive Johnson. You know, you can see I'm working out my cardio. I got a little Christmas surprise. I have my two girlfriends from college coming over. My friend Sharon, who I experimented with, but I haven't seen her in a hot minute. And Janice, you know, the fat one. You know, she's like Santa Claus. She's fat, white, and no one believes in her. They're coming over and we're gonna do a little Christmas ditty and surprise you guys. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god! I hope you didn't get that on camera. Hi. You know, besides keeping fit, because I am not going to be the fat friend in the group, I also like to show off my decoration. I have my Christmas tree, Santa Claus here, who I love and believe in. I don't know if you guys noticed, I did get some work done. I did have to get a nose job. Clearly, for structural reasons, you know, after all those years of blow, he said that my nose was one sneeze away from Michael Jackson. It was kind of like tissue paper, but, you know, if I even queefed or farted, I could have blown my septum out here. Oh, I think I hear them now. Let's go see them.
You know what? I told you, Sharon, I cleaned it.
You did not clean it. It was clean with your spit.
Sharon,
It's clean with your spit.
You've been trying me all night, and I don't want to have to say this to you point blank right now, but you know, the yeast infection didn't come from that dildo. It came from the 7 men you slept with last week.
You fucking Ozempic bitch.
Ah! You know what? I'm taking the Ozempic. You know what? I'm taking the easy way out. You know why? Because I'm a quitter, and I'm proud to be a quitter. So, that's what I quit, and I spit. And that's what I was raised on. Quitting and spitting. Just kidding. I got fired.
Hey, oh my god! What are you guys doing? Knock it off! Why are you I can't believe that they were outside fighting. You know, when I went out there, I was like, oh god. You know, I thought the experimenting stopped in college. But clearly it's still going on. And then I realized that they were actually fighting.
Yeah. You know, I do recall, I did go to the Goodwill. You know, I was shopping around, seeing what tickled, you know, my fancy. And I was feeling a little generous because it was just Christmas time. I'm digging through, you know, all the intimate items section of the Goodwill. And I found a jolly good dildo. A jolly good dildo.
Owes me a monostat. This bitch over here is out there giving me a used dildo. A used dildo. And you know why I know that it's a used dildo? Used dildo? She's saying that she can smell the yeast. This shit smells the same as her yeast. I got her yeast and she's gonna blame it on me sleeping with multiple men. I'm telling you, I'm getting down there, I'm sniffing. I know exactly what I'm getting myself into. And I can smell her from a mile away. I can smell her from a mile away. That's her yeast. Her yeast. It's fucking crazy.
I didn't lie. I did clean it. Listen, when I was a kid, money was tight. And, you know, we didn't have money for, you know, the Tide Pods and, you know, the candy that the kids are eating these days. So, you know, we spit cleaned. We were spitters. Oh, we spit cleaned. So, I spit cleaned it. I think it was. I think she's just a hoe. I think she just sleeps around, and I think that's why she's got a yeast infection. But I cleaned that dildo, and she calls me a liar. And, you know, I don't like my character being questioned.
Should have cleaned that dildo from the Goodwill. I've used them. I never had any problems. Army vets, thrift shop, whatever, all that. You know, I never had an issue. I got my wedding dress and a lot of my underwear. Not that I wear a lot of underwear.
She told me she got a yeast infection from, you know, the dildo I got her from the Goodwill, but she's always got, you know what, I'm not trying to call her a whore, but I'm gonna call her a whore. She's always sleeping with these different men, and you know, she's always yeasting. You know, I could just, you could smell it a mile away. You don't even need to do a urine test. Like, you know, she didn't need insurance to go to the doctor. I can diagnose her with my nose.
The best part about a yeast infection is the upkeep. So you're wiping, you go down there, you're wiping, and what happens? Your nipple drags into the vaginal discharge just a little bit. Next thing you know, you got yeast titties.
You know, to be honest with you, I don't think she wipes properly. I think she wipes from the back to the front, you know, and I think she was doing it at first to be spiteful to her ex-husband. And then it became like a habit.
Itching, burning, groveling, gargling, copious amounts of discharge. The worst part of having a yeast infection? It's probably the stench.
It smells bad.
Copious amounts of discharge. That's not gonna stop me. It's a little yeast. Guys scoop it off, make a little bread. It gets mixed in with the cheese, bread and cheese. Come on. Copious amounts of discharge. You got yeast titties. Well, that's only one step away from yeast belly button.
It's really hard. It's really hard. And I don't like being in the middle, you know? It was very difficult. And...
You're just jealous because I lost weight. No. Yeah.
No.
I could not believe my eyes when I saw Janice. You know, here I am trying to compete and lose some weight. You know, she's not getting it from eating right and doing, you know, the calorie deficit and the sucking dick for exercise. She's shooting up, and I'm not talking about heroin. I'm talking about Ozempic.
You know, I'm not stupid what people think of me when I walk in the room. I haven't seen these ladies in quite some time. You know, probably the last time I saw them was the last time I made a foreign bowel movement. It's a long time ago. I know they think I'm, you know, anorexic. I lost a lot of weight. And they know I don't exercise. And they know I eat a lot of unhealthy, greasy food. You know, which attributes to the greasy stool. But, yeah, I'm taking Ozempic. It's the greasy stool.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you're just a fat bitch.
No.
You're still a fat bitch, just like you were in high school. Just like you were in high school.
No. Lose weight like a normal woman, you hoe.
There, and I said, stop it. Put down that dildo, because one of them brought out a dildo. And they were batting her in the head with it. I said, put that down. You know, you don't use a dildo outside. That fucking bitch was using my goddamn dildo. I'm so fucking pissed. I'm so fucking pissed. I don't even know if I'm going to talk to them. I don't even know if we're going to do this Christmas song. You know, here we are. We're getting together to do this Christmas song together. You know, and they come fighting. You guys doing? Knock it off! Why are you fighting?
Ow! Ow! Ow, my neck!
Did you do the pussy?
We're supposed to do a video. Oh my god.
Come here, you fat bitch. Give me those nipples.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Come here, you fat bitch. Give me those nipples. Ow, my neck! So, this is how our fight ended. You know what? You can't take it back. I called her fat. I told her that she's a whore. And she sleeps around with a lot of men, and I think that's where she got the yeast from. She thinks she got it from me. I haven't had sex ever. I'm just, you know, Jesus is my man, and I'm saving myself for heaven to, you know, service him. And that's what, this pussy's tight and not yeasty. I promise you that.
She immobilized me. She took my tits and she tied them behind my back. I couldn't move.
So, yeah, you know, I was fighting dirty, but, you know, so was she. I promise you that.
Took my pussy lips. I wrapped it around her throat and I strangled her.
So, you know, one thing led to another, and I had pussy lips filled with yeast around my neck into little shreds. Hospital, and I went to St. Catherine's, and they said, I've never seen this, that I had a yeast infection on my neck. It smells bad. Sorry. Anyway, what was I saying? I just disassociated. You know, I do that sometimes. You know, sometimes when I get really bored in conversation, and, you know, Sharon's just going on about her yeast infections that she thinks that I gave her from the dildo that, you know, I got from the Goodwill. And granted, it was from the Goodwill, but I did clean it. I spit on it, and I wiped it on my jeans before I gave it to her. So, I think that was not. That's what back in the day, when I couldn't rub two nickels together, let alone my tits together, that, that's what we did. We spit cleaned. Caitlyn, I said, well, I meant Caitlyn Jenner. Her and I are girlfriends. Her and I met on the golf club. I think it was 1972. It was before the hormones. Yeah, it was before the hormones, because that dick was getting hard for me. And, after the hormones came, she stopped. Or he stopped coming. She, he, she, whatever. That dick was getting hard for me. Yeah, so that's the story of the history of the beige guy yeast infection. And you know what? Should I have, she asked me for money for a monostat. And I just, I had other things that I wanted to buy on my Amazon wish list. And, it came between her health and the 4 wine glasses, the stemless glasses that I wanted from Amazon. It was a Black Friday sale, Christmas is coming. And I picked the glasses because, well, this isn't one of them, but this one's still fucking cute though. I'm using it. Look what you did to my neck.
I didn't even
Look
touch
what
it
you
up.
did.
I
Not
didn't
only
even
did you
touch
break
it up.
it, but you gave it yeast.
I didn't do nothing.
You gave
That was your
the
own
yeast.
yeast.
No, it
That was
wasn't.
your own
No, it
yeast.
wasn't. Come on.
Just admit
you
it.
know.
You used that.
No.
Will you guys stop fighting? I got you wine. Please. Enough with the arguments. I'm gonna get in between you guys.
Oh.
We gotta talk this
God.
out. Listen, it's the Christmas season, and we're doing this Christmas album together. I need you guys to be on board, We are like the Powerpuff Girls, Charlie's Angels, Destiny's Dream Girls, What?
Got a point.
So what? It was nice of her to give you a dildo in the first place.
There was thought.
But you should have cleaned that dildo from the Goodwill, and you should have cleaned it properly.
I was raised on spitting things clean.
I'm so sorry I didn't appreciate your dildo. I know how hard it is to get a dildo on the street these days. And you know what? It was a beautiful dildo. Worked perfect every time.
Yeah.
Worked perfect every time. Had the little bit that went into the assholes.
I saw pictures of it. It was
That was special.
This is a really beautiful
It was
dildo.
nice.
And I know you picked it out special for me, and that makes it special.
I did. We grew up together, and I love you, and I'm sorry I gave you a yeast infection.
You don't have to apologize.
I'm sorry, honey.
I love you too. I'm so
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Girlfriends, take my hand. I think we really gotta do this Christmas album. Rent is due. And how am I gonna afford it unless I have you girls here on my side and I exploit you for money? So let's go and do this video.
Let's do
Let's
it.
Oh my god. Be careful with your neck.
Oh my God.